What's poppin', everybody, and welcome to episode 23 of the Good Kraken podcast. I am one of your hosts, Ernell Pearson, alongside the inevitable one, Devin Stanford.
Hey, what's cracking, man?
Hey, it's lit, boys, it's lit. And our homeboy back again, Josh, a.k.a. Hood Ramsey. What's happening, baby?
What is up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Oh man, it's been a lit weekend for both of us. Devin's been through the ringer the past few days since getting his 5G shot. Devin, fill us in, man. How's your third arm and your fourth eye doing?
I'm doing great now.
Yeah, great.
I got rid of them. Somehow
the day after I got the shot, that day it was just like kind of loopy, just kind of like meh, whistle to the wind type of thing. And then the day after was just like a brick wall of nausea, hot and cold like moments, and yeah, it was just a lot. And let me put it this way: I slept till about 11:30 today.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well,
I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better, at least, or at least
me too.
better, relatively.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Yep. I can't wait to go outside and not wear a mask.
That's the best part of this. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull a Braveheart as soon as you walk outside.
Get vaccinated.
Pull a Braveheart.
As soon as you walk outside, freedom!
I fucking love it, dude. Josh, man, how have you been, dog?
Dude, I've been doing all right, just playing games, working every now and then. I got my first vax shot today, and probably my only one because I went and got the J&J.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
You got spicy.
I got.
Oh.
Why is it so spicy?
Yeah, you got that alien injection. You have a xenomorph growing in your stomach now.
I'm pregnant now.
Yep. You got to get boosters to keep it subside.
We're having a gender reveal here in about a week. So
it's alien.
No cannons, okay? No cannons.
No cannons.
Yeah, no cannons. You can't do cannons. That's
I can't even do games. Like no games at all. No new.
Nothing involving pyrotechnics.
All right.
There you go. Yeah. Or any other weaponry. That was shade towards each. That was definitely shade towards you. Well, good, boys. I'm glad you guys have been doing good. I know it's been a long weekend. It's been cold in Portland, and I'm not excited about that in the middle of June. But we're making the best of it. You know what I mean? Josh, you mentioned before that you had not played Knockout City since the other day when we played last week. What have you been playing? So, like, is there one? Give me one game, because we're going to be touching on more details on stuff later. But if you
Village of Shadows.
Oh,
Village of Shadows on Resident Evil 8.
Yeah,
that I am playing on that difficulty. Basically just starting from scratch, and holy shit, is it anxiety ridden.
You are a madman.
So is that like you get hit, you die?
Basically. Yeah. And I think, I can't remember, but you have like very, very limited supplies. You can't even breathe. Like, it's,
You're just
sucks.
running from shit all day.
That doesn't sound fun.
Everything is a tank, and like, spoiler alert, there is more armored enemies. So,
great, lovely. That's great. Yeah,
it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
That's not the business. Nothing about that is the business. You know what is the business though, boys? Our show, because today we're talking Nintendo, doing Nintendo things, Black Panther 2 getting some details, our favorite games, movies, and shows of 2021 so far, and much, much more, because this is the Good Kraken podcast, a show for nerdy, marginalized people, giving you the video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 1 p.m. If you're watching live, you can submit questions and topics at tinyurl.com/good Good GK Submissions. I always fuck that up to be a part of the show. If you're having a good time so far, you can watch us record the show live and ad-free by following and subscribing right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. We would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you listening or watching at home. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can catch our episodes on your podcast service of choice at 8 a.m. the next day, but you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking the link in the About section of our Twitch page down below, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. Cool. So yeah, our Planet Work stuff. We are doing another Knockout City stream on Thursday, and we want to play with all of you. If you are interested in playing with us, we're basically trying to do a bunch of custom matches on Thursday, because last week we found out after our stream that custom matches are where the fucking fun is at, until the new, of course, the new 4v4 regular knockout mode comes out next Tuesday, which is going to be lit. It's going to be dope. Josh, we need to get you hooked on that. We're going to be playing tonight, getting you ready to go. It's going to be a sick time. Devin's been obsessed with this game the past few days, so it's going to be lit. Also, though, our bigger announcement for all of you at home is that this Saturday, this weekend, technically in general, we are doing E3 coverage. We're going to be streaming our coverage, our reactions, our watch along, what have you, of the first 2 days of E3. So this Saturday, we'll be getting together at 9:45 a.m., kind of chit-chatting a little bit about some things that we can expect for the show. And then that's starting at 10 a.m., and we'll be watching until the very last presentation, which should be ending just about 3 o'clock. And then Sunday, we start at 8:30 a.m., which is going to be the big long day. It's going to be wild. That is the big Bethesda Microsoft showcase. So that's probably also going to go until about 3 o'clock that day. And we will be here for all your lovely E3 conversations and coverage. So it's going to be a damn good time. Devin, hit me with that Nolan.
Oh,
I did it early again, dude. I'll do it again. There we go. We have 4 stories to cover today. Get a little action here, since our stuff at the end is probably not going to take nearly as long as our little battle that we had on Saturday's show. So our first story here has to do with some Nintendo Switch stuff, because Nintendo is fucking weird and does weird things for whatever damn reason. I have no damn clue, but they do strange things, including putting out a firmware update today and then taking it back. That is the thing that happened. So this is a Nintendo Pulse Switch firmware update. This comes from Wesley LeBlanc at IGN, and it reads like this: Nintendo released a new update for the Switch and pulled it down shortly after with zero explanation as to why. This news comes by way of Video Games Chronicle, which originally reported on the new 12.0.3 Switch update and everything it entails. According to VGC, which sourced Oatmeal Dome on Twitter. Oatmeal
what
Dome.
you got? What you got against Dome, dog? What you got against Dome?
I bet she got the oatmeal dome, huh?
What does that even mean? What does oatmeal dome mean?
It just sounds uncomfortable.
High in fiber. The 12.0.3 update, quote, fixes error code 2123-1502 when accessing the eShop, end quote, which is an error users have commonly run into as of late. More specifically, the update made changes to the OS kernel and key services, the SSL, which helps with creating secure connections to servers, and the Switch's list of banned words, as noted by Oatmeal Dome. All in all, it was a relatively minor update. However, VGC reports that the update was pulled today, and at the time of this writing, Nintendo has yet to offer any explanation as to why. Oatmeal dough. Why are they saying it so much? Said on Twitter earlier today that, quote, "This is the first time that such a thing has happened on the Switch. The update remains suspended, so anyone who hadn't already updated to 12.0.3 won't be able to do so, which is probably a good thing, as it seems Nintendo doesn't want users to have this update implemented onto their Switch." One Twitter user, Mental Splinter 1, see, that is a better name, responded to Oatmeal Dome, fuck, and said that update 12.0.3 is actually causing the 2123-1502 error, which is the error the update reportedly sought to fix to appear. Mental Splinter 1 said that they can't even update Fortnite with 12.0.3 on their Switch. According to VGC, the last major update for the Switch was update 11.0.0, which went out last November. That update made it easier to transfer screenshots from the console to a computer, and you can read more about everything that update here. Anyways, yeah, shouldn't put that sentence in there. Anyways, Josh, you have a Switch?
I have a Switch Lite, so yeah, Diet one.
Cool. Did you get the update?
No, that thing's just been collecting dust.
Good. Thank God. Devin, I'm assuming you didn't get the update.
Nope.
Woo!
I did not get the update. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So
my real question is, which one of y'all got the Oatmeal Dome?
Me. Apparently. That is all me. I call dibs on the Oatmeal Dome. It's crazy. It's wild. Devin, I wanted to start with you on this. So Nintendo is notorious for doing very weird things with little to no explanation. Do you think that they're going to have like some sort of like at all like a post, a like press statement about what the fuck happened with this update at all, or like?
I think they'll wait till they have the new update fixed, and then they'll be like, "Hey, here's the new update. Your Switch is fixed." Because like
that's it.
People have a hard enough time just getting the Joy-Con drift taken care of with them. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't think it's going to be anything outside of that. Just like, that sucks. Here's a new update. That's all it's going to be, really.
Like, oh, my bad. That wasn't supposed to be.
Like, I used to want to get Skyward Sword until I heard that Nintendo did a weird Nintendo thing and made it so you can only get fast travel through buying an amiibo. Yeah. So I decided I'm not getting that game now just because of that very Nintendo-ass thing that they're doing.
Okay, so, that's a weird reason to not get that game. You know you want to.
I want it, but they're gonna lock a very good quality of life feature behind getting an amiibo.
Yeah,
that's dumb. And those amiibos are gonna be like $20-$25.
It's literally just,
and if you can even find it,
like buying a physical battle pass. Like you literally go into the store, buy the pass, show it to your system, and then here you go. You get to fast travel.
The thing is, though, is that a battle pass you could justify because it's like there's lots of other things that you get with that. This is just fast travel. Paying $20
this gives
for
you
fast travel.
A list. This gives you one place to go somewhere.
So
exactly.
that is my strike with it, is the fact that they're not doing it. And until I hear about them implementing an update that just puts fast travel in the game, I'm not buying it.
I was gonna ask you, do you think they'll walk it back? Do you think like that's gonna be a thing enough people have outraged about? Because that sounds pretty fucking stupid to be completely
It just sounds really dumb, and I don't know, like, that's my stance. It has nothing to be like, it's not weighted by anybody else's opinion, really. It's I think that's dumb, personally.
It is.
And especially like such a huge quality of life thing that a lot of people have been asking for to be in the game, and the fact that they put it into the game locked behind purchasing an amiibo that is going to sell out, that you won't be able to find, and by the time you find it, it's going to be somebody selling it on eBay for like $150. You know what I mean? So
weird Nintendo shit. Like just down in history for doing weird Nintendo shit. You know,
exactly.
Like to say the least. And so that's why I wanted to bring this story up, because it's like, you know, typically you wouldn't have to get all your information about a weird update that just so happened to be gross and buggy from someone named Oatmeal Dome on fucking Twitter to get any real information about what happened in the update, but apparently that's what happened with Nintendo today, and that is okay. Like we'll wait and see if they have anything to maybe say about it in the coming days leading up to their presentation next Monday. We'll see. Maybe it was like an accidental update or some shit like that.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes shit.
God, right? I know. Devin, do you want to take us into the second story, my friend?
Yeah, I do actually. So, Black Panther 2 added actor Tanaka Hirata reportedly playing Namor. This comes from Thomas Bacon over at Screen Rant. This is compressed because there is a lot behind this. But yeah, Tanaka Hirata will reportedly be playing Namor, the Submariner, King of Atlantis in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. The first Black Panther movie set Wakanda up to be one of the most important locations in the MCU, a fictional African nation possessed of advanced technology that was finally ready to reveal itself to the world. The sequel, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, is sure to explore the country's new role as a world power. There have been long rumors that Black Panther 2 will ignite a conflict straight from the comics between Wakanda and another ancient, secretive civilization, the underwater kingdom of Atlantis. Ruled by Namor, the Submariner, Atlantis is a warlike nation whose inhabitants despise the surface world. Iron Man 2 hinted at Atlantis' existence in the MCU with a shield map highlighting a spot in the Atlantic Ocean, suggesting Nick Fury believed he needed to keep an eye on something in the mid-Atlantic ridge. Avengers Endgame featured what many considered another nod towards Atlantis, with Black Widow and Oki discussing underwater earthquakes. Oki dismissed these tremors as nothing more than minor subduction under the African tectonic plate. This natural event didn't need handling, but most viewers assumed the truth was far more sinister. They hoped it pointed to a coming war between Wakanda and Atlantis, the Submariner making his MCU debut at last. Bro, I think I was just talking to you about this a couple weeks ago, how I noticed that this was getting hinted at over the years from some videos.
You mentioned talking about like the Marvel version of Aquaman and how that was going to be something that's a big part of why I wanted to I was excited about putting it in for us to talk about tonight, because this is lit. Like us finally getting some like small snippets of details about Black Panther 2, because they haven't really talked about it at all. Now, a little back information here is, one, it's Okoye, Devin, the wonder that is the
Okoye.
Personal guardian.
Sorry,
that's okay. That's okay. I know,
I'm terrible.
Okay. It's okay. I know you're forgiven because the last few days have sucked for you. The second thing I want to bring up is that Namor is a anti-hero, so he could either be partnering with Wakanda in this situation, or could be going directly against the Wakandans in this property that we're dealing with here.
Yeah,
Josh, where do you sit on this? Are you hype on this shit, or you think this is a pass?
I mean, I'm kind of like directly in the middle of it, because I feel like it's just going to be a giant battle like they did with Endgame and the Justice League when they did those giant like battles between them.
Oh, you see like Wakandan army and like an Atlantic army.
Yeah, or they're gonna join together after fighting each other, and then like
the Mecha Godzilla
enemy. Literally, just like that. I haven't even seen the damn movie. I haven't seen the damn fucking movie, and I even called that out before that movie even came out. Okay, I just need to get that out. Okay?
To be fair, that was very low hanging fruit. I think any of us could have guessed that that's what the fuck was gonna happen in that movie.
I'm like, oh, they're gonna beat the shit out of each other, get tired, see Mecha Godzilla, and be like, oh shit. It's about to go down.
Like, of course.
I know the movie's going to be good.
Yeah. I think the movie's going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course, it's Black Panther. Like, we all trust the MCU to, like, kill it when it comes to any of their properties. But Black Panther specifically is a beloved one that they know that if they fuck up, a lot of people are going to be super pissed about it. I'm interested to see what they have here because like there's a few different directions that they can take it. I'm interested to see what kind of Atlantis they bring to us because it's interesting because we see the Atlantis in the Justice League movies, right? With Aquaman, Jason Momoa, Daddy, aka. And we see that like having Jason Momoa as Aquaman and giving him like kind of Polynesian influence, like tattoos around his body. The first assumption that I had in seeing him was cool. They're going to make Islanders into the Atlanteans in this. And that was not the case because Amber Rose's fucking crazy ass
Out of nowhere.
is like the fucking princess of Atlantis and then Willem Dafoe's the fucking king. So who would have thought, who the fuck would have thought? I'm interested to see what they do with this Atlantis to see, because I mean, Tanakh Huerta, and I want to fact check this. I want to see what ethnicity he is here. Okay, so let's see. Tanakh Huerta, he's Mexican.
Yeah. So I'm just looking at this.
Yep.
And I found an article that said there was a giant war between Black Panther and Namor that almost ended the world.
Yeah. It is a thing. It is a thing. I saw some information about that as too. And I'm wondering if Josh is 100% correct here, that's exactly what they're going to do. Because
it's just predictable, man. Like that they just been doing this for years now. Like I'm just like with any kind of movie, like not just any of the Marvel series or any of the DC Universe series or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like it's starting to become predictable, and I feel like most directors are just recycling old scenes. They're like, oh yeah, I remember when they did this. Like we should do that, but in this universe.
I don't think it's going to necessarily be exactly like that. Just from the couple things I just kind of saw from CBR.com, it mentions the multiverse a lot, and we're getting into the multiverses.
Yes, of course.
I don't think we've seen the end of Thanos.
No.
I don't think we've seen, because there are multiple Thanoses in multiple universes, right?
Of course.
Namor works with Thanos against Wakanda, and I'm seeing Black Panther wearing an Infinity Gauntlet fighting them.
Okay, here's the deal though. In the MCU, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Ouch Larry, what is up, baby? Hello, we missed you. Here's the deal, okay? If Thanos died in the last movie, if they try to fucking bring Thanos back, I will. It is so tired. Thanos is tired. Okay, just let the dude rest. Let Josh Brolin be in Deadpool 3, and we'll just fucking move on from there. Okay, let's just do that.
Yeah, he's just gonna end up being Cable in the MCU now,
which is fine. Like I'm totally fucking fine with that. But like if we get more Thanos after he's been killed, after all the buildup they had in the past few movies, I will throw a fucking shit fit.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. It's not out of the realm of possibility if you think about it.
Yeah,
it's really not. Think about all the different multiverse stories they have surrounding him in the comics. They have decades of Thanos comics of different multiverses and different lines with different situations.
I can't.
Different heroes.
I can't justify them doing this.
Don't touch on that at some point. Like.
Yeah,
I guarantee it's probably going to happen.
I feel like they're also going to play with like a bunch of like the fans' feelings and stuff when it comes to Deadpool 3 and Cable. Cable is suddenly going to just turn into Ash and then be brought back into a different realm as Thanos.
Right.
It's just going to really fuck with people. And like Ryan Reynolds is going to be Thanos. Ryan Reynolds is going to be like, gotcha.
Well, I mean, they're notorious for breaking the fourth wall in the Deadpool movie, so it's like, why the fuck not, But that's fine. I'm okay with that. That's nowhere near the same thing. I'm saying
it's a prank, bro. It's a prank. It's a fucking prank.
That is totally fine. But if they give us a whole other fucking movie that has anything to fucking do with Thanos more than just a Deadpool spoof on it, I don't even know, boys. I will be so annoyed with that because it's so unnecessary. We're already done. Can we just move the fuck on with that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Avengers post game. Fucking, come on.
Avengers pre-game.
Avengers pre-game. It's just Four Loco flavors. But as the Avengers.
Oh no! Our next story is talking a little bit about more superhero shit because apparently we got some wild stuff in Fortnite because Superman, Rick, and Morty headlined Fortnite's new battle pass. This comes from Riley McLeod at Kotaku. It reads like this: a new Fortnite season is here, bringing map changes, UFOs you can fly, or if you're me, accidentally plunged to your death from, that was a parentheses in there, and a reworked battle pass full of original characters and crossovers. There are a couple high-profile ones, including Rick from TV show Rick and Morty, and an upcoming Superman skin. They did not fucking put Rick and Morty in this damn game. I can't believe it.
I'm gonna need you to grab me some materials, Morty. I'm gonna need you to grab me some materials.
No.
Morty, listen here.
Oh no.
I need you to
We need to go collect some loot. We gotta build some walls and some stairs.
Get me the fuck out of Tomato Town. I'm locked up.
That guy with the big ass S. We gotta take him down, Morty. Listen here, Morty. We gotta take him down.
Thanks, I hate it. According to the Battle Pass screen, Superman won't be available until 65 days from the start of the season or August 12th. You can see all the details of him now, though. There's a Clark Kent skin, a Daily Planet back bling, and a Superman spray and emote. Through completing quests in-game, you'll be able to unlock a style that transforms Clark Kent into Superman. The Rick and Morty skin is available now, though you'll need to level up pretty far through the Battle Pass to get it. It features a 2D Rick, a harvesting tool of Morty shaped like a very upset hammer, a butter robot back bling, a load screen, and a UFO glider, along with a colorful gun wrap, a spray, a load screen, and a vaguely unsettling emote called the Rick Dance. Unlocking all this stuff works a little differently than in previous seasons due to some changes to the Battle Pass. In recent Fortnite seasons, you would automatically get a levels rewards as you leveled up through the pass. Now, leveling up grants you battle stars, which you might remember from past seasons when you needed a certain number of them to unlock the next pass tier. For Season 7, you spend your stars to choose rewards on a certain page of the Battle Pass, with different items costing different numbers of stars. To unlock items on subsequent pages, you need to have either purchased a certain number of items on the previous page or reached a certain level of the Battle Pass. Oh, God, I burped. Oh, truly burped. Where it can be unlocked by reaching level 90 or by spending on your stars on 90 other items. Josh. How's this sitting in your gut right now, my friend?
I got over Minecraft with guns chapter 2, season 2, I want to say. And honestly, they've come a really far way, like when it comes to like battle royale games, but like it's ruined for me, honestly. Yeah. It's ruined for me. I'm sick and tired of having to, walk around in public to, kids listening to the Fortnite song or whatever that's, going around on TikTok and shit. But I mean, if I feel like they're just running out of ideas. I mean, when they had the actual Marvel series inside the game, that's when I stopped playing because like that was probably the last time I played it. Yeah, and I thought that was pretty cool, but now I feel like everything's just a cash grab at this point. They're kind of just like, let's do some random shit. Oh, Rick and Morty, let's do it. Fuck it, let's go. like we need money. We're in a pandemic. Nobody's fucking doing anything. We should do this. See if we hit up Adult Swim or whoever the fuck, and like. Like, let's do this.
That is such an old man take. I love it.
Yeah.
So much.
I mean, whatever. Let's just go fucking.
Oh, listen here.
Fucking put these Fortnite kids.
we need some fucking money.
Get off my lawn, you stupid kids.
Yeah, no, I know they need to fund the their lawyers and everything in court against Apple right now. So
yeah.
Yep.
No, I mean, Fortnite generally is a cash grab thing. I mean, that's their goal. It's a free to play game. You know, they have they have skins that they want people to buy, and they
Premium,
want
baby.
people to pay for a battle pass level up, so that way they can make sure they get Rick. You know what I mean? But I've never been a Fortnite guy myself personally. I've tried it a couple times, but that game kind of came out shortly after PUBG, and there was that big controversy with them stealing the whole concept of the BR from PUBG when Fortnite was originally a completely different game. You know, it was like a survival, like tower defense type of game originally.
Yep.
And so I didn't have a whole lot of respect for it personally. I mean, it's the fucking mega game of just this last generation, unfortunately. And it's one of the least appealing games to me personally. So
I'm gonna be the one with the hot take here and say that even though I don't like Fortnite just as much as you guys probably don't like Fortnite, I applaud them for doing what they did. They've been they took what PUBG was doing and said, what can we do to make that more consumer friendly? And they did, and it made them fucking bank. And you know what? Like, power to them. Doing business things. You know, it's like I can't hate on it too much. I do. You know, Fortnite has become such a social phenomenon now that like I can't even give it too much hate. They did it. They did what they needed to do. It's like, you know, being a solo musician, getting signed, you know, for a big record deal. Like it's like they did the fucking thing. But anyways, Devin, continue. Sorry.
No, it's just like I said, it's obviously successful. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what content to get that's going to be hot. You know what I mean? They know what's trending. I mean, we got season 5 of Rick and Morty. It's coming out right around the corner right now. I think just a couple more weeks. So it's right there on the money. Season 5 is, you know, in that 2-week time frame, people are probably going to be close to leveling up to be able to get Rick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's all about the time windows and, you know, the proper promotion and publicity and content. So I will say I did see a lot of videos from the whole Marvel thing when they had Galactus and all that stuff come in. I will say their world events, the way that they run those are actually pretty cool.
Chef's kiss, for sure.
Those were solid. Those were really solid.
That fucking concert they had. Who was it again?
With it was Travis Scott.
Marshmallow.
The Travis Scott.
Travis
Scott was fucking unreal.
Yeah,
that concert was. I didn't even watch. I just like watched like a video thing that they did of it, like you know, the presentation of the actual concert, sort of bits and pieces. I was like, this is so hype. Could you like? Can you imagine like attending like that? Like it looked dope. It looked like fun. Like and like someone like if I was a fan of a game and they're doing like a live event like that was on that level, I'd be hyped too. You know?
Yeah. And like they like released a bunch of like merchandise with it as well too on that. Like there's currently at this like hypey store downtown Portland. It's got they got like this Travis Scott like Fortnite Nerf gun, and they're selling it for like $300 fucking dollars when you bought it for like 120. And like people are still buying this shit because they were a part of that event, which is insane. Yeah, so I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. Like I said, like Fortnite's been a social phenomenon, man. Like they did a lot in, you know, accidentally changing the fucking world, you know. So it's like, can't give them too much hate. Still not going to play their damn game. Not my interest, but, you know, I see what they're doing. I see what they're going for here. But anyways, Devin, we got one more news story here to cover. You want to give us the rundown, baby?
Yeah. So Capcom just announced their E3 showcase, and this comes from Joe Scribbles over at IGN. Capcom has announced its E3 2021 showcase is coming on Monday, June 14th. Announced on Twitter, showcase is confirmed to include The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Stories 2, and Resident Evil Village. We can likely expect some brand new announcements to arrive during that show too. The show will begin at 2:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 p.m. UK, and that's June 15th at 7:30 a.m. AEST. Those are words, and I still haven't looked up what region that is.
I know. I almost want us to not look it up.
Yeah.
Just so we can just keep wondering for the rest of our lives. Continue.
Right. It's already been a big year for the company, with both Resident Evil Village and Monster Hunter Rise launching to critical acclaim. But its game slate looks fairly quiet beyond Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, and The Great Ace Eternity Chronicles in July. Capcom made no mention of exactly what kind of announcements we'll get, but many will be hopeful that some of the entries from the leaked list of Capcom projects will appear. And for a list of the Capcom projects that we may be getting that's on the rumor mill right now, Resident Evil Outrage. Do you know what that could be? Is that going to be a multiplayer thing, or is that a standalone story?
By what I have heard is that this is going to be a multiplayer gig.
Okay. I'm down with that. I after Resident Evil 8, if it's that gameplay multiplayer, I mean,
bro,
Resident Evil Call of Duty, bro.
I mean, they're still in the midst of working on Resident Evil Reverse as well, too. I don't know if you guys have downloaded that.
I did. I haven't played it yet.
Yes.
So nobody has access to it. It's just on your shit, and it is locked.
Okay.
I tried doing it the other day, and I was like, oh, hey, what is this? And it was just like, there's nothing new with the servers at all or anything. Something popped up, like it's saying like it's still being worked on or something like that.
Okay.
I feel like Reverse is going to come out before Outrage. And then Outrage is just going to be like a bigger version. I feel like the Reverse is going to be like the Kickstarter for Outrage.
Devin, go ahead and continue.
Okay.
Go ahead and continue reading. I'll
take a question for you guys.
What?
Yeah. Definitely. I was gonna say, did any of you guys play the original Dragon's Dogma?
No. Never actually was.
So it was actually a really good game. It originally came out on 360, and it had a really cool day and night cycle where at nighttime you had to have a source of light, like a lantern or something with you, to be able to actually see at night. And of course, it is a medieval fantasy based action RPG game. So like you fight trolls and griffins and goblins and dragons, all this cool ass shit. Really fun game. Definitely recommend it. They have an HD remaster on PC and consoles.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
Pretty sure I saw that on Game Pass.
It's worth playing. Dragon's Dogma is sort of like Dark Souls light, but also kind of harder than Dark Souls.
Yeah,
in a weird
way.
Like
kind of Final Fantasy 15-ish as well.
Okay,
it's like
and a little bit of Shadow Colossus. A little bit of Shadow Colossus, because you like some of the bigger enemies you have to climb and go to their weak points, or like when you fight the griffin, you can get on its back and slash at its wings to ground it. It's really cool. Anyways, with that being said, it's rumored that Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to be appearing on this Capcom show, which has me really hyped because I threw a lot of hours into that game. Never beat it, but I had a lot of fun. Continuing on with this list, we got Street Fighter 6 hype. When that comes out, Ernell, I'm beating your ass at it.
Street Fighter 6, bet, son, let's go.
We got Rockman, which is also what we all know and hold dear to our hearts, is Mega Man, and that's called Mega Man Match. So that is also rumored. We have Resident Evil 4 remake. Let's go! I am excited for that.
Q4 next year.
Yeah. We have Monster Hunter 6, which is rumored for Q2 in 2023. We have Biohazard Apocalypse, which is rumored for Q3 in 2023 as well. Now, I wanted to ask you guys what you think this is. Do you think this is going to be relevant to Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8? Especially, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but with learning what we learned at the end of Resident Evil 8 and how it all ties back to Resident Evil 7, do you think that this might be a spinoff and not a normal numbered entry in Resident Evil franchise, or do you think this is a new franchise altogether?
Let me ask you this. Is it going to be introducing more of Chris, or is there going to be a new character involved?
Okay, I think this is going to involve the Winters family, and that's about as much as I'm going to go into this because this game is still new.
Well, yeah,
but I just want to know.
Here's the deal. I
know what
want
you
to
think.
give us some back information here. So, doing some studying on Resident Evil Outrage, a few of these here that we will be talking about further on this list are actually all different spin-offs from the Resident Evil leak that happened at Capcom when they got hacked and got held by ransom. So,
Okay.
Resident Evil Outrage is supposed to be a spin-off from Resident Evil Revelations. Potentially will be Resident Evil Revelations 3 is what we're looking at for that. The very bottom of the list here that says Resident Evil Hank, likely Hunk, Q4 2024. That is another one here on Game Rant, coming from coming from Shane O'Gorman, sort of covered a lot of these titles here. According to the leak, code name Resident Evil Hank isn't due to be released for quite some time, allegedly not until Q4 2024 to be exact. This would place it well into the current console generation, so players should expect the title to make great use of the graphical capabilities in the PS5 and Xbox Series X. That's kind of the only information they have, really. However, this could have been a typo in reference to the longtime fan favorite Hunk, a masked mercenary who has made appearances in several games. Hunk is a mysterious character with little known regarding his backstory, aside from being a ruthless combatant. Perhaps the title will be an origin story or retell the events of a pre-existing game from his perspective. So that was Resident Evil Hank, or, again, Hunk. Biohazard Apocalypse. Of the leaked titles, Biohazard Apocalypse is the one with the least information regarding what it will be. While the others are sparse in detail, there's barely a crumb to suggest what this game will actually be, especially with such a generic placeholder name. For the sake of speculation, Biohazard is, of course, the name of the franchise in Japan, so that could suggest this title may be exclusive to that territory. Considering the series' newfound boom in popularity, it's unlikely Capcom would want to miss out on other markets. With an estimated release of Q3 2023, this is another game players probably won't see in action for quite some time. So it looks like technically that's supposed to be Resident Evil Apocalypse.
Okay.
Because Biohazard is what they call Resident Evil in Japan.
Yeah.
So, with that said,
that might be a remake of Apocalypse.
Speculating.
Hype.
Yeah, speculating if it is a continuation of 7 and 8 in the Winters family story. That's what I hope it is, but I'm cool with that. Anyways, we got Super Street Fighter coming out in Q4 of 2023, so if you want to hold on to that goodness, when Street Fighter 6 comes out and get all the content, you know it's gonna be a year later. So
I mean, it looks like Xander's in the chat stoked about that Mega Man game, dude. He's gonna go off on that, my friend.
Yeah,
dude, that's gonna be lit. Let's see,
Mega Man Legends. Anyways, we got Final Fight Remake.
What did you say that was?
That's Super Street Fighter 6. Super Street Fighter 6.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, and then we got Final Fight Remake coming out in Q2 of 2024. And then I'm not familiar with Power Stone, but there's a Power Stone remake coming in Q3 of 2024. And then just to top it off with some more Street Fighter, we got Ultra Street Fighter 6 coming out in Q4 of 2024. So I'm really excited to see what they end up doing with all of these. I hope
Power Stone. Power Stone was one of the only 3D fighting games that Capcom did. 3D fighting games that Capcom did. It was supposed to be sort of like a spiritual successor of the Street Fighter series, but in 3D. But it is super old, from 1999.
Damn, that's PS1 days.
They did one for the PS1, and then they did one for the Dreamcast.
It actually looks kind of cool.
That does look pretty cool.
So SSF 6 is supposed to be Super Street Fighter 6. Is this one down on the bottom supposed to be Ultra Street Fighter 6?
Yep. That's how they do it. They always release Street Fighter 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I love the name. The name stuff. So they got Street Fighter 6,
Ultra Street Fighter 6,
Omega Street Fighter 6, Super Duper Street Fighter 6 is gonna be next. I'm fucking stoked, dude. And then, of course,
Extra Aliodosis Street Fighter 6.
Oh my
super
God.
fragilistic Expialidocious Street Fighter 6.3. And then we had the Resident Evil Hunk thing, which we talked about a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the Capcom showcase is going to be lit. Obviously, there's a lot of really cool stuff that this could potentially be. The more Resident Evil we get, the better, because all three of us love Resident Evil. So it's like, I am super fucking hype on anything Resident Evil they give us. Do you guys think that they will give us like a full on like Resident Evil multiplayer? You think?
Yes,
Maybe.
Absolutely. They've been advertising Reverse with the last Resident Evil showcase that they did. They talked about it quite a bit. So I think we are going to be getting it. They're just waiting till it gets to a certain point where it's definitely ready before it comes out for us. Because we all got it for free.
What do you guys think that looks like? What do you think Reverse looks like?
I think
Reverse.
I think it's going to be PvPvE. I think that's what it's going to be. Josh, and I think they'll have quads.
What information that I've heard and seen about it, it could be PvPvP, PvPvE, or to where it's like one person, let's say, gets to be like Nemesis, and then 3 other people have to fight this person and or escape. Like, kind of like.
Kevin, do you like
down
that?
with that?
Do you like
It's
that?
like-
Yeah, it's the asymmetrical gameplay. I mean, we saw it with Evolve, Friday the 13th. We got Dead by Daylight. It's all those kinds of games. It's probably going to be a mixture of that. I remember they had Resident Evil Mercenaries. It's going to be a mixture of that. Mm-hmm. And if I remember correctly, they also talked about having like a versus mode where you can play as any character in the Resident Evil series and go head to head with other people.
Yep.
Like a fighting game.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're gonna have like horde modes, which that's what Mercenaries was. So it's just gonna be their multiplayer suite. Instead of it being Resident Evil 8 Village multiplayer, it's gonna be Resident Evil Reverse. Here's 6 multiplayer modes to play. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't Mercenaries like flop?
It was like a game mode in Resident Evil 4 and 5.
I
played it in 5.
4, and
I'm thinking of something else. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, Mercenaries is just one of the like challenge modes in the games, right? What was the like? There's a part of my brain that's thinking of like some sort of like multiplayer thing that they did that was not Mercenaries.
I remember what you're talking about. Let me see if I can find it.
It's probably I want to say Umbrella Corps, and that game was fucking
Umbrella Corps.
Yeah, that game was dog shit. But aside from that,
so I'm curious as to if they're going to find a way to make up for that. Like even like one of the first articles I'm seeing here, Resident Evil has had a rocky relationship with multiplayer. It's like there's I don't know. I'm hesitant. I'm just being cautious here because I don't want to get my hopes up about Reverse and find out that it's actually a complete shit show. But it's not that I don't trust them, it's that I don't trust them the way I trust the MCU. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what will be very disappointing if they don't do by this time is if it doesn't have crossplay, especially at the stage we are with gaming. You know, because for instance, you got it on PS4 or no? What would you get it on, Josh?
PS4. So that's
you got it on PS. Yeah, and I got it on Xbox. So hopefully we have crossplay in mind. When it comes around then. If you guys would just excuse me for 1 second, I will be right back.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and start us up with Josh's things that he's been playing to watch. And so, Josh, dude, we had you on some weeks back, and I want to talk to you a little bit about some stuff that you have been playing and watching, because this second segment is our hands-on segment where we talk a little bit about some video games, movies, and TV shows that we have recently consumed, typically 1 or 2 of, each thing. So, Josh, what have you been playing and or watching, my dude?
I'm going to start this off with what I've been playing. I've been on and off with Resident Evil 8's Village of Shadows mode. Man, that shit Hurts my
that shit.
thumbs, dude.
That shit.
Hurts my thumbs, man. Like
Yeah.
it just like I'm not like really into gaming and stuff, but like when I get like really into a game, I'm like everything else just doesn't exist anymore. My day job's out the window, my whole life's out the window. Like just everything about that game is like my life now. And just trying to like battle my way through the hordes of just all the lichens and shit is just a pain in my ass, especially since there's limited resources and they just do not hold back.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've been also playing just a little bit of Modern Warfare every now and then, getting mad at my controller, wanting to snap it in half, just the typical shit. And then getting onto Persona Strikers, which is basically like a hack and slash version of Persona, which I'm just like, but I'm only playing it for the story.
For sure, because it's supposed to be like a like Dynasty Warriors with Persona skin on it, basically, right?
Yeah, that's basically what they did. I'm just like, wow, okay, I wonder what the next Persona game is going to be like, if there is going to be one, because I know it's probably not going to be turn-based like P5 was.
I mean, maybe.
You never know.
Yeah, I know, right. Anything you've been watching though?
I have been on and off watching that Castlevania series that you guys had recommended.
You need to finish that.
Yeah, I think I left off on episode 6 of the first season.
First season's only 4 episodes.
Yeah, only 4.
Okay. So yeah, I never pay attention to like what episode I'm on. I'm just
so you're probably season 2, episode 2. I got you.
Yeah. They're the time frames on those things are like up and out. You were telling me
they're anywhere from like 30 to like 45 minutes long.
Yeah,
so it's like
it's pretty good. It's pretty fucking good. Like
you just got to marathon it, man.
Yeah.
Only gets better. It only gets better every episode.
I've also watched Army of the Dead like 3 times.
Yes. Why?
I'm so glad you liked it.
It's entertaining, dude. Honestly, I'd watch it strictly just for the visuals. Just
fuck
for the
you,
visuals.
Devin.
You wish you could.
Go on, Josh. Sorry. No, it's all good. We got Oatmeal Head. Fucking, just complaining.
Oatmeal Dome. Oatmeal Dome is a Twitter name someone chose. I can't believe that this dude signed up for Twitter, put in his email, fingerblasters69 at AOL.com, whatever, and then said, "What is the Twitter username you want to use?" And he said, Oatmeal Dome.
It's the alpha build of Twitter names. It's just fucking Oatmeal Dome.
Oh my god.
Now, do you think it was generated for him randomly, or did he actually come up with it?
There's not a fucking chance that Twitter gave him the name Oatmeal Dome.
You know what is a chance that he got it from? The auto-generated Xbox Live profiles. And then he get it.
Okay.
Have you seen some of those names? It'll be like bicycle fart.
Is that you? Is that the first one you got?
No. I think mine was like the freaking lemon wall or something.
Lemon wall.
Yeah.
And you didn't keep that?
No, dog. Bread in the dew. What's up?
Okay, but you could have been Lemon Wall. You know what I mean? Like you could have been Oatmeal Dome. You could have, for all we know, you are Oatmeal Dome. You son of a
Yeah, you know what? I even know somebody where there's a Spoon Dish 69, and they did not make that up.
You could have.
That was an auto-generated. That was an auto-generated freaking gamer tag Spoon Dish 69.
Devin could have been Lemon Wall, and he passed it up.
Yeah, he passed it up.
All right, bicycle fart.
To be completely honest, I feel like of the 3 of us, the one with most Oatmeal Dome vibes is Josh. I feel like Josh has Oatmeal Dome like energy just imbued in his body.
It's just all fiber, baby.
all fiber, baby. Let's go. Like, are we talking like strawberry oatmeal? We got that brown sugar oatmeal, the one with the little
Brown
dinosaurs
sugar and
in
banana, dog.
it. Ooh,
Bro.
one of my
Steel cut all
Xander
day.
says steel cut. Yeah. So one of my favorite things when I'm trying to drop weight is I'll do steel. Not to derail, I do steel cut. Overnight oats, and I do banana and apples, and I put like a layer of peanut butter, and I sprinkle a little bit of like protein powder in that, and then another layer of oatmeal, and then I'll lay down some Greek yogurt on. It's pretty nice. Good breakfast. It'll keep you full for like fucking 8 hours, man. It's late.
I was honestly expecting you to leave it at, and then I lay down.
And then I put hot Cheetos on top of the Greek yogurt.
Yeah, exactly. And then I put like 2 scoops of ice cream, and then I pee in it. I pee in the bottle.
And
Devin,
then half of a thing of Hershey's milk chocolate syrup.
There I was sitting on my couch, barbecue sauce on my titties.
Yeah,
like,
yep, 100%. Got shrimp oatmeal, shrimp kebabs, shrimp soup.
We got shrimp.
We got shrimp.
Why is it called shrimp fried rice if the shrimp didn't fry the rice?
Oh,
You're telling me a shrimp?
Did you see what I shared on Facebook? It was lit, Devin. Did you? a little investigator said, "Who fried the shrimp?" The shrimp says, "Fuck you." Josh, was there anything that you watched that you want to note for us tonight before we derail any further? Let's save the show.
I mean, the other than that, I've been trying to like binge watch the anime Tokyo Revengers about this guy being able to go back in time so he can like save his love interest or something like that. It's really good.
I feel like you mentioned that last time you were here too. I haven't got a chance to jump on that yet.
Yeah, it's
Same.
I mean, since I got VRV, it's on like one of those collective like streaming apps or whatever. So like it's really good. It's a really good investment. It's funny, but also it's very, 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 very.
Okay, for sure,
Oh, yeah.
for sure. Devin, hit us with what you've been playing and watching, my dude.
Well, I beat Mass Effect 1.
Woo!
I beat yeah.
For the 8th time in your lifetime.
Yeah, dude, it's like a whole new game with the remaster. It's great. I beat it in about 30. I did a bunch of side content and I beat it in about 34 hours. Is how long it took me.
Okay.
Okay. So obviously I started on Mass Effect 2.
Naturally.
The game is beautiful. It holds up so well. I mean, of course it was remastered and retextured, but Mass Effect 2 is like light years ahead of Mass Effect 1 in gameplay and story.
Thank God. Thank God.
And like all I want to say is in ME1, just power through the story, just beat it. Just do it. Beat it.
Yeah.
Take it in, make those decisions because there are like 4 important decisions you make in that game that carry over through the whole series. So it's nice to experience that.
Are they all on the golden path? Are they all like in the main storyline or should I?
Yeah.
Okay.
They are.
Okay.
They are.
Okay.
And that's why I'm saying don't skip the game. You know, play through it, get to know it.
For sure.
And
Okay.
remember that game came out in 2007. Mass Effect 2 is 2010, and it's 3 times the game.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
cool.
So I'm just going around and I'm trying to collect all the new companions you get. And in Mass Effect 1, you get like 5 companions. In Mass Effect 2, you get 12.
Holy shit! What?
Yeah.
12?
Yeah, and each one has a loyalty mission too, like a dedicated loyalty mission.
You're telling
It's
me you can
so
fuck all of
fucking
them?
cool.
Oh,
You
I
can.
thought-
I'm pretty sure all but like 4.
Because I thought the what is it like 6 that you get in Mass Effect 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that sounds about right. I thought that was a lot.
No, you get 12
holy
in
shit,
Mass Effect
dude.
2. Yeah.
God, okay.
You get a
All right,
lot,
all right,
and
all right.
it's fucking sick. It's way more gritty. It's on a grittier line because, yeah, you just have to get there. Anyways, outside of that, I've been playing a lot of Knockout City, which we're gonna get into later
Yes, you
tonight, and
have.
I'm like level 55 now.
I was level 32 the last night that we played together during our stream last Thursday. You were level what? 12?
20 something.
Oh,
I think I was 20.
That's right. Like
By the
21,
end of
I think. Actually,
Yeah,
I
by
might
the end
have
of
the
the night.
numbers flipped.
Yeah.
And now you're level 50. And I'm
5.
still level 32. Yeah, 55. My fucking bad.
Flex counter.
That's the flex
Anyways,
counter.
I've been playing that game a lot, and it's really fun. And I just love the movement. The movement is so good in that game. And it's really funny when you're having those like close encounter battles and you just keep catching it when you're like surprising yourself when you're catching the ball when they're like obviously like have 3 people teamed up on you, and it's hilarious when you actually survive it. Like you hold them off just long enough for your team to come by. Anyways, very fun game. Free on Game Pass if you have Game Pass. Not technically free, but if you have Game Pass, you can play it, and that goes for PC and console. So it's also crossplay. So I recommend it. It's different than anything else I've ever played. Now, outside of it's I can't stress it enough. I'm stoked to stream this Thursday, and boy, it's probably going to be a 2-hour long stream. Let's be real,
it's going to be lit, baby. Let's go. It's Knockout City hours out here.
You just gotta remember the 5 days of dodgeball.
Outside of playing games, I actually watched a lot of stuff this last weekend, especially just staying home a lot because of the second dose. But I finished Sweet Tooth, and
don't say a fucking word. I just finished episode 3 earlier.
Haven't touched it.
It's beautiful.
So fucking good already. I'm gonna go into more details about it later on, but it is so good. Anyways, continue.
Yeah. Y'all need to watch it. It is essentially a live action anime. Honestly,
oh my God, I love it. I love it.
I watched The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It.
Oh, is that streaming somewhere?
Yep, on HBO Max.
That's right.
I like it. I do. I like it. It's tight. And the thing that's always very sobering about those movies in particular, they're based on true stories, for true accounts.
Movies,
which at the end of each movie, they share the audio and sometimes the video from the real life interactions and exorcisms and things they had to do.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't make your skin crawl, then I don't know what will. You know what I mean?
Oatmeal Dome. Oatmeal Dome.
Oatmeal Dome.
Yeah, but makes my skin crawl.
That is probably one of the scariest things. That is probably one of the scariest things you ever see or hear are the credits.
Dome? Oh, the credits.
The credits of the Conjuring movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's see what else. Me and my partner Sierra, we binged the second season of Love, Death, and Robots as well.
So good. Yep. Holy shit, Josh! Have you seen the show?
I've seen probably the first 2 episodes, and it is a mind fuck.
This show is an artist's fucking fever dream, wet dream, everything dream.
Yeah.
Every episode just being in an anthology series is absolutely bonkers. I fell in love with the first season the night it came out. I actually just watched season 2, maybe fucking 5-6 nights ago, sometime last week.
Yeah.
And dude, it's so good.
It is so good. I recommend watching it. It's another thing. It's hard to even spoil it because it's all its own little stories.
Yeah,
but it's really good.
Anthology collections. Which episode was your favorite? You don't have to say anything about it. Just tell me which one it was.
Oh man, probably
Oatmeal Dome.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Oatmeal Dome.
Man,
fucking oatmeal.
Dude, it's really hard to say which one's my favorite. I might have to get back to you on that.
I'll tell you my 2 real quick. So right now, off the top of my head, I'm thinking the one with the Russian group, the Russian Cold War group that are fighting the out of the cave, and the one where the vacuum is trying to kill the old lady.
Okay, the vacuum and the old lady one. That one was actually really, really good.
Hype. It was so hype.
Really good. It actually made you pucker up a little bit.
I want to mention too that I'm just now realizing that an oatmeal dome could probably be the nickname for a bowl.
I'm just gonna Google it. Real
Is
quick.
that funny?
So this guy not only potentially.
I got one more thing.
Okay.
I got one more thing to mention. And this is a nostalgia trip, yo.
Oh, let's go.
I watched the first part to Sailor Moon Eternal on Netflix.
I need to watch it. I want to watch it so bad. Is it okay? Is it good? Is it good stuff?
Everything that I remember Sailor Moon being.
Fuck yes, it is. Fuck yes, it is. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So I've only watched the first part. It's a 2-part movie, and each one's an hour and a half long.
Okay. 3 hours of Sailor Moon. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Smart for them to split into 2. Go ahead, Josh.
The creator was actually planning on trying to just kill them all off.
Oh, I thought you were gonna give us oatmeal dome news, but sure. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, actually, if you do Google oatmeal dome, it actually brings up the Twitter page and a bunch of pictures of oatmeal and Mario Kart. So yeah.
Okay, great. Oatmeal.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah.
Great. Devin, did you have anything else that you wanted to mention?
No. Everybody needs to go watch everything I mentioned because Sweet Tooth's amazing. The Conjuring movie is dope, and Sailor Moon is good. It is good so far. Like I said, I haven't finished both parts yet, but yeah.
Lit. I unfortunately don't have too much to talk about because I've had such a busy weekend between my band, filming the music video, our show on Saturday, all that good stuff. I've been super fucking beat, super busy, so I haven't really gotten a chance to play much, but I got a chance to play a little bit of Knockout City. I think it was on Saturday nights over there. And then mainly just trying to watch some Sweet Tooth because I got to the 3rd episode and it's lit. This show, I'm going to be talking about it more later, but this show is fucking phenomenal. I cannot recommend this show enough. The other thing I wanted to mention is me and my wonderful partner have a couple weeks ago, I mentioned we started Game of Thrones, and we are now on the episode right when Daenerys' brother gets gold helmeted by Khal Drogo.
They make him a crown.
Yeah, they make him the crown that he asked for. Yes, they gave him the crown. That was the episode we got, and my partner has not been able to stop talking about Game of Thrones ever since. So I am like confidently able to say that my wonderful partner is now obsessed with Game of Thrones, and I got them stuck. I got them hooked into it. It's going to be a lit time. I haven't really been able to play or watch very much outside of that, besides, like I mentioned on Saturday, watching Promising Young Woman, and, really enjoying that movie. That was a really, really good movie. Devin, you look like you're about to hop in with something.
I actually forgot to mention that I watched that as well this weekend, and yeah, that movie is really good.
It is good.
Everybody needs to watch it. Everybody needs to watch it.
It's a fun
important.
movie. It does a lot of things that I like. That you like I said before, it is both simultaneously everything you think it is and not in any way what you think it is, both like at the same time. And it's just like the way that they play things out and the way that they do things just flows in a very weird roller coaster of moments that are, a collection throughout the entire movie of just hype and just weird, and then what is that, and then that's kind of cool, and it's just like and there's a lot of crazy stuff that they talk about in this movie. So like I definitely recommend that too. I want to echo what Devin said. Watch Sweet Tooth. If you have not yet started that show, start that fucking show. Absolutely start that show. You know what, boys, I'm gonna entertain it. Dark Sage in the chat says, hey guys, I'm back with another question for this panel. This time it's about Call of Duty. Dark Sage, go ahead and drop us your question. I swear to God, if it's about Germans, I will fucking ban you. Okay, I will ban your ass right now.
I feel like we're getting some Nazi bait right now because this is what happened the other day.
We will see.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Don't let me down.
Dark Sage, do not disappoint us, please. Yeah. My friend, please. We are going to, in the meantime, while Dark Sage types out his question, we are going to move into our final and headlining segment for the show. Our games, movies, and shows of the year so far. It is June of 2021, June 8th. Tomorrow's my birthday. It's fucking lit. It is a lit ass week. Let's fucking go. I want to start with asking you guys. The way we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go Josh, Devin, and then me, just like we did with our, what we've been watching so far. And I want to start with doing each one by one. So let's start with shows. Josh, what is your show of the year so far?
Man.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna sound silly, but the House Hunters.
House Hunters? House Hunters?
Yeah.
Hit us. Yeah, why? Why is that?
Me and my partner are trying to get ideas on what our ideal house might be. From anywhere from having a bunch of acreage and an extra shop hanging on the side, or a tiny house. And there's just been so many things. Like, I want a kitchen with a hood in it. That's literally all I have at the moment. And it's just like, I could get some more ideas if I like watch these shows, because I don't know what my ideal house is. But then again, I do at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I can dig it.
Like, I want a nice kitchen, but I also want a car garage, like at least a 12-car garage.
Oh my god, guys, I hate to derail just the tiniest bit. It's still kind of on subject here, but I hate to interrupt you, Josh. My brother just bought a house a couple weeks ago, and I went there to see his new house on Saturday, and this motherfucker had the audacity to tell me that he paid for a portion of his house with cryptocurrency.
Damn, your brother's smart, bro. Your brother's smart,
bro. His house is up near Ridgefield, like northern battleground area. It's lit. It's nice. The reason I brought this up is because Josh was mentioning nice counters. He's got the most lit ass kitchen island in this kitchen. Josh, as a cook, and myself being someone who also likes to cook and comes from cooking jobs, mind blown. This counter was beautiful. It was marble. It was huge. The sink was deep. It was like what do they call those? Like a cottage sink or whatever the fuck they call them. Dude, it wasn't even just like a kitchen island. It was like a kitchen platform. It was huge.
Did it have like a stove on it and everything too?
No, the stove was on the side, but there was cupboards all around it, and there was a bar on the opposing side of the sink itself. But it was easily like 4 foot by 6 feet. Easily, minimum. Fire.
Anyways, my ideal island is about like that same size, but like with another electric or like gas stove like on it.
Like straight up, I will send you a picture next time I'm over there, as long as you send me nudes back. Anyways, continue.
Pallets or.
Yeah. Do you have any more about House Hunters that you want to talk about?
No, not really. It's just kind of like giving me an idea. It's like, if I'm gonna have like a lowered car, I definitely want a flat driveway. I don't want anything that's like
for sure
ridiculous.
And House Hunters has been helping you guys sort of navigate.
Kinda, but not really at the same time, because there is so many fucking Karens and so many fucking Tanners on this fucking show.
Tanners.
Karens and Tanners. I did not realize Tanners were the...
All they do is just bitch at each other, and I'm just like, it's a nice fucking house. Like, coming from like being poor and like look like finally
no Chads.
Some Chads. I mean, they're kids,
How about some Steves?
Tanners are the dads of the Chads, right? Is that what it is?
Some Richards,
some
Samanthas,
some Dicks. Wait, hold on. I got it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's not working. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, damn it. Continue though, Josh. Sorry.
But they just
none of the commands are working.
They just bitch about the most stupidest shit. Like, there was this one place that had like a very like old school like I want to say Spanish theme to it, and they go into the master bathroom, and it's a straight up porn star bathroom with mirrors on every fucking wall. And they're just all like, oh my god, this is like, the guy is all like, oh yeah, this is so nice. She's just like, wow, you could really see anything. And I'm just like, that's a problem. Like I was like,
God.
like, it's got heated floors, bro. Like it's tight. Big ass walk-in shower with a big old bath, and she's complaining about all the mirrors being everywhere. And he's just like, well, I kind of like it. And she's like, well, I fucking don't. And I'm just like, it's a nice house with a dope ass master bathroom. What more do you want? Hey,
that's fair.
Chill. Like,
that is fair.
Calm down. Hey, calm down. You're spending $500,000 on this fucking house, and you're complaining about the fucking bathroom. Just one little thing about the bathroom is what's ruining it.
Yeah, they paid for it in cryptocurrency though. Devin,
yeah.
What is your show of the year so far?
Oh man, so this is really really tough. So I'll go with my show of the year, and I'll just mention my runner up.
Cool.
But I'm gonna have to go with WandaVision. I loved
Cheers
it.
to that, my guy.
It was just at first I was kind of standoffish with it after the first couple episodes, but as the show progressed, I was instantly hooked, and it was probably one of the most genuine, like, heartfelt lines I've ever heard in a TV show or movie.
Oh my god. Just say it.
You know,
say it.
What is love, but not without dealing with grief? You know what I mean?
Or sorry, what is grief if not love persevering? That's what.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. That's right.
Holy
that's
shit!
Right. I got it mixed up.
And the entire world
that moment
melted.
gave me chills, man. Goosebumps. Literally, like instant tear. Like it was like having a projector go off, like flipping between slides like every millisecond and seeing everything I've ever had happen to myself in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That moment really hit home in a lot of different ways. So I would have to say on that level, that show is my show of the year, and my runner-up is Invincible for obvious reasons. So,
wow, Invincible. What is okay? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That was not suspected. I did not expect that at all. That's a dope choice. Yeah. This is hard because I have a lot of shows that I've really, really enjoyed this year myself too. Yeah. But I am going to have to say that my show so far of the year has been Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Yes.
I thought about that one too.
Not by a long shot, because there is some good shit that has come out this year so far, but Falcon and the Winter Soldier hit me in so many different ways, talking about all the things that we care about in this show. You know, like talking about socioeconomic issues and talking about, you know, taking what we love about the MCU and making it real was something that none of us thought they were going to do, and they did it, and they fucking nailed it. I thought they did a really, really good job on that, and talking about, you know, a little bit about grief and losing their friend, and like the mutual like partnership that Sam and Bucky run into. Like, I loved every single bit of it. I love the way they did, especially everything that had to do with Isaiah, because that is what sold me on that show. Anything that had to do with Isaiah, anytime he was on the screen, I felt it. There's just a weight that they gave that character that carried with them. Phenomenal. Second place, though, because I have to do the same thing as Devin, is also going to be Invincible for me, because this show was so good. Oh, good.
So good.
So damn good. All of you listeners, viewers at home, if you have not watched Invincible yet, go watch that on Amazon Prime. Absolutely worth it. Go watch that damn show. Josh, what has been your movie of the year so far?
Okay, so for Devin's sake, I'm not going to say Army of the Dead.
I'm sorry. Sander dropped the thank mark in the chat from Invincible. Go on, Josh. So you're not going to see Army of the Dead.
Yeah, because, you know, Devin's going to be like,
you like whatever you like.
Right. We'll just flex counter on you instead. I'm going to make a flex counter sound for us. It's going to be lit.
Absolutely. I'm stoked. Honestly, fuck have I been watching?
I know, right. Do you want us to come back to you for the movie thing?
Yeah, we could definitely come back,
Okay.
dude. I've watched so much in the last like
Yeah.
28 years of my life.
Yeah, right. No, I get it. Devin, what movie is your movie of the year so far?
Oh boy. So I've been thinking about this long and hard, just trying to figure out what movie is my movie of the year.
Oatmeal Dome.
And honestly, I'm probably gonna have to say I'm just looking at a couple things to make sure it didn't miss anything. But gotta be Mortal Kombat.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen a lot of all the newer movies that have come out this year, unfortunately.
I was going to say, the only reason you haven't, that you're saying Mortal Kombat, is you haven't watched Minari yet.
Yep, I haven't seen that yet. And I'm talking about movies that have been released in 2021, you know? But yeah, no, I haven't seen Minari. I haven't seen A Quiet Place 2. I haven't seen Nobody. I just watched the trailer for Nobody the other day. Have you seen?
Yeah.
I need to see that. I need to see Wrath of Man still. Like I need to see Cruella. There's still a lot of really good movies. So like I have a lot of time for this. Yeah. I have time for this change. I just haven't seen enough. My closest runner up is Demon Slayer Katsu no Iba Mugen Train, because I went and saw that, and that movie is actually very, very good.
Yeah.
So, but Mortal Kombat just hit all the nostalgia for me. It was corny, it was cheesy, it was funny, it was gory, it was action packed.
It was hot. It was cold.
Yeah,
it was so much fun, though.
Exactly. It was a fun movie, and I'm excited to see where they go from here with the continuity of everything, So it was a stepping stone for them, and they did well. In box office, it was the number 5th highest grossing movie this year at $41.8 million. So, yeah.
Okay. They did pretty good.
Fair enough. My movie of the year is Minari. That movie is. It's okay. I will be honest. It is a bit of an easy answer here because obviously it won some awards. It is a good movie. Being an Asian man, it was going to touch some parts of me that I felt, were nostalgic for me, coming from an immigrant family. So it's like it was obviously going to hit me a little bit harder than it would hit some others. But it is genuinely just a very, 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 very fucking good movie. It is amazing. Steven Yeun, phenomenal, as is him in everything he fucking touches. But just a movie about an immigrant Korean family trying to navigate what life is in the Midwest. I think is where it's based, technically, because he moved from California or whatever. Just phenomenal story talking about immigrant families and how immigrant Asian families specifically had to adjust their lives around immigrating in America. And it was super interesting. Again, highly recommend that for anybody who hasn't watched it yet. My second that I'll say is Raya and the Last Dragon on Disney. Because for all the same reasons that I love Minari, the sort of happy version of that is in Raya and the Last Dragon. Because this movie did Southeast Asian representation in a way that no other movie has done it yet. And that is not a small task. They killed it. Like Thai cultures, Guam cultures, Filipino cultures, like Japanese, like they touched every Southeast Asian culture, imbued them into this cool little ball of cute shit fucking happening in a Disney movie. And they nailed it. They fucking nailed it. The character designs, the costume designs, the building designs, like the architecture and stuff, all look like they're from different Southeast Asian cultures. They nailed it. They fucking nailed it. Xander, as someone who was half Thai, I loved every bit of it. Yeah. It touched some spots, especially for me and being a dad. and my sister who has a son, and us being able to have our kids watch this movie and learn a little bit about like generally what our cultures are about was the most awesome part of that. So I highly recommend that as well. Josh, did you think of one that you think it might be about?
Honestly, I have yet to watch that movie that you were talking about. I'm definitely going to check it out now that you mentioned it.
Do it. Yes. Yes.
And it's going to have to be a tie between this is in no order.
Yep.
Nobody and Mortal Kombat. I thought Nobody was pretty good. Devin, I think you would like Nobody.
I mean, it looks really good. It's from one of the creators of John Wick, so
and
it's right up my alley. Honestly,
it's fucking awesome. It's
what's
fucking
his name?
awesome.
Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah, Bob Odenkirk.
Yep.
Better Call Saul.
Yeah. Yep, he is the main character in that movie, and he's a nobody. And y'all just need to watch the trailer and see the movie to find out.
yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I'm definitely interested. I will be taking a peek at that probably within the next couple of days. I'll
probably watch. Since you are a dad, it's kind of very family driven as well too, but more or less on the action side.
Hey, it's lit. Let's go.
Yeah, so I definitely highly recommend it. But the way they did Mortal Kombat was pretty good. I liked it, but like my little synopsis of it is just like, oh my god, somebody tried to attack his family. I'm gonna make a shirt. that's literally. I'm just like, wow, dude, sick. Fucking crew neck sweater, sick. Fucking let's go. Your Arcana is fucking fire. But all jokes aside, like like they did a really good job. It was very, very nostalgic. The visual effects and everything that they were doing were pretty good too, and it was fucking solid. It was pretty fucking solid.
I mean, like to echo what you were saying, like the entire scene of Sub-Zero and Scorpion was that movie for me. Because I can't believe how many times I've gone back and rewatched that part of the movie alone and didn't watch any of the rest of it again.
The beginning or the end?
Yes. No, yes. The last one, of course. Because it's just like dog, like we talked about how Sub-Zero like has the kunai in his hand.
Yeah.
And goes to downstroke and the fucking Scorpion kunai goes through his fucking bicep, and it is the most lit ass shit leading up to him just saying, "Get over here!" And you're like, "Oh my fucking god!" It's like so good, dude.
To echo like all that, the visual effects were like exactly on par with the video games and the moves that they were doing, which pulled me into the movie even more. You know, So.
Yes. The way they did Goro's CGI and everything too, it was semi-realistic.
They did Goro dirty, man. They did Goro dirty.
They did Goro and Melina dirty. They did both them dirty.
Yeah.
Josh, we're going to come back to you here now. What is your game of the year so far?
My game of the year so far? Man, I haven't really played very much of a lot this year. Like we're speaking of like 2021 games, right?
Yeah,
but I mean, like if there's ongoing games, I'll let you answer ongoing games for sure.
I'm honestly gonna have to go with hey, shit, man, Resident Evil 8's pretty good. Like I just haven't really like played anything else, you know. For sure. And anything else that's like came out this year, but I have been revisiting the Monster Hunter series, especially with Monster Hunter World because of Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of looking forward to that, but then again, I'm not, because that game is only enjoyable if you're playing with like a bunch of friends. Like I like the grind of it all sometimes, but like when you're with some friends, I feel like you just get more loot. Everything goes a lot smoother. It's more of a challenge when you're by yourself, but I mean, the community is very, very small when it comes to that series. But Yeah, no, Resident Evil 8 is definitely like in my top list of so far since we're halfway into the year already. Jesus fuck.
Right.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, there's already like so much coming out, especially I think this weekend. I know the FF7 remake Integrate, I think
Intergrade
is
comes out, I think, on Thursday, actually, and
yeah.
then Ratchet and Clank comes out on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
None of
a
us have a
lot.
PS5 though, so rip.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
I know. Gotta go fucking sell drugs or something, and then just
Yeah,
go
yeah, I'm
mining or
working
something.
on it. I'm working. Anyways.
But yeah, no, that's what I got so far.
Okay, cool. Devin, what is your game of the year of 2021 so far?
A week ago, I
Week
would have
ago,
said
week ago. Anyways,
Resident Evil 8,
I was at my
but
vape on stream. Resident Evil 8, go on.
yeah. But now, I'm sorry, and I know this is a remake, but
Okay.
Mass Effect Legendary, man,
I will let you do it. I'll let you do it.
because it is like a brand new game again,
It's not
and
Fortnite.
the story is
It's not
so
what?
good.
What'd you say?
It's not Fortnite.
Oh, because
No,
Xander
it's
in the
not
chat.
fucking Fortnite. God damn it.
Damn, but they have Rick and Morty now.
Yeah, Rick.
I heard you have to be an intellectual.
He's building
to
walls,
play
going
as that.
upstairs, breaking down trees and cars
You have to do like
You
an
know, shooting people
intellectuals
with a
test
2-liter
in order to
bottle,
unlock their
rocket
skin.
launcher.
Swear to God, this is Minecraft with guns. Jesus fuck.
Yes.
Oh my god, I will end this stream right fucking now. I will end this stream right fucking now. So,
Straight up Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I love that game. It is so good. I feel like I'm discovering things I didn't do or just completely forgot. It feels like a brand new game. It is gorgeous. The ray tracing in 4K is amazing. The colors, the lighting, the neon, the 80s like synthwave style music that game has. It's so sci-fi, and it's unapologetically sci-fi into the sense where there's so much lore and alien races and technology. I love it. It's hitting me right in my little nerd heart. Everybody needs to play that. It's probably one of the best stories you will get in a video game ever, straight from BioWare.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
And
I'm gonna pass.
I'm gonna throw a new one in. My favorite multiplayer game of the year.
Oh,
It's Fortnite.
Knockout City, dude.
Hey!
Knockout City.
Hey!
I thought it would have been Apex Legends with the new arenas mode, but Knockout City. That game is so much fun. It is so much fun.
If I have to say that I have a multiplayer game of the year so far, now granted we haven't played It Takes Two yet, so that could potentially top it. But Knockout City so far, based on what I've experienced, absolutely.
It's amazing. It's so much fun.
Oh God, I know, dude. Well, for me, that's my one multiplayer one. I will say, I am in a weird position because I have two games that are tied, and I can't decide which one I think is my game of the year so far. I am torn between Resident Evil Village and Hitman 3.
Ooh. I didn't play Hitman 3 yet, but I heard great things about it.
As far as the new Hitman reboots are concerned, it is magnificent. It is so good.
Yeah.
Looks beautiful. Plays beautifully. There's tons of stuff you can do. Obviously, there's not a lot of missions because it's a fucking Hitman game, but the replay value of going back and replaying those missions, they're still coming out with new missions, and there's still tons of people going in and playing with them. Not to mention, too, they've been going to review companies, review teams, streamers, stuff like that, and allowing them to craft their own missions and then front paging them on the game. That's fucking incredible, too. But on the other hand, Resident Evil Village was so impeccable. I haven't been able to stop thinking about that game since I beat that game. And so it's like just the roller coaster of emotions that game was front to back, like how they basically took everything that Biohazard did and just sort of like made it more. You know, they didn't take away from Biohazard. They just sort of added some stuff to it to make it somewhat different from what Biohazard was. And so Village felt like it had a place in this year that is going to be hard for it to beat from any game that came out in the past 6 months, realistically.
Oh
Now look-
yeah.
Now
I mean,
looking. Go ahead, Devin. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, a week ago, I would have said that game is my game of the year. Like, fantastic game. It's the blend of gothic horror with the Resident Evil's like sci-fi, like action storyline is just
Giant vampire lady.
perfect mix.
And the hot vampire lady. Yeah. And her
Yeah,
daughters.
can't
And her
forget-
daughters.
Yeah.
That's all the reason I
Mother
need it,
Miranda
honestly.
wasn't a bad looker herself. Let's
She
be
was
real.
not. Or Donna Beneviento. She was spicy.
Ooh, talk about a creepy PT Silent Hill moment.
Jesus, that part of the game. Fuck that part
Yeah.
of the game. But
She can call me Chucky.
I mean, they show that one picture of her, and I was like,
It's
Donna-
Capcom. What do you expect?
Donna Bena in these guts. Though, I don't know. I was trying. Anyways,
Mother might slam ya.
great. You're doing a great job.
She'll tear out your heart.
She'll rip your heart
will.
out, kid.
She will. She straight up will. It's late. That's not a spoiler or anything. This is tight because it sounds like all three of us have sort of a common consensus here that Resident Evil 8 is our game of the year so far. And I know that me and Devin have mentioned that already a few different times on this show that like Resident Evil 8 is it. Like it's so far, it is it. Like for us, you know, like that game is a powerhouse as far as things are concerned. But it sounds like Devin went the Mass Effect route instead, unless you're tied up too, you think?
It's really hard to not go Mass Effect, honestly. Like it's just the story is so good and the lore is good. Like I was actually playing it for a couple hours before I hopped in on this podcast, and I'm just it's such a good game.
Hey Josh, can I talk to you real quick? Can we talk about how Devin's a fucking traitor? Can we talk about that? We're over here trying to talk about how good Resident Evil.
Yeah, I mean, fucking aliens is cool and all, but fucking, I don't fucking.
Yeah, no.
There's zombies in Mass Effect as well.
Hey, excuse you. We're talking shit about you over here. Okay. Boys.
Stop what you're doing.
Oh my the flex counter light. That is so extra. I love it.
We need to put an epileptic warning at the beginning of this now.
Oh Jesus, good Josh, don't ruin it for us. We can't put epilepsy warnings because of your flex counters. Stop, you son of a bitch! Gonna kill me.
Stop looking like a Southeast Portland haunted house.
Oh yeah, hey, that was oddly specific. Yikes!
Are we talking Southeast Division or
no? Like 72nd like Burnside.
No. I'm thinking like more. I'm thinking more of like 162nd and Stark.
Yikes!
That just looks like a haunted house all year round. That's not even like
a haunted crack house. The previous dealer, the first, is still walking the ground.
This has been the Good Kraken Podcast, a show for nerdy marginalized peoples, giving you the video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear. That was not
AKA the show we've gone off the rails the most we've ever done before.
For an hour and a half. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 1 p.m. right here on twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you enjoyed the show, you can support us by subscribing below, going to our YouTube channel by clicking the link in the About section of our Twitch channel and clicking that bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. And until next time, everybody.
Oatmeal Dome.
Oatmeal Dome.
Oatmeal Dome.
Oatmeal Dome.